special event of All-Star Saturday night. Of course, it's the Verizon Slam Dunk Contest, and oh, do we have a great one in store for you. There's a look at your judges, and Will Barton coming out with a little Thriller homage here to Michael Jackson. And Will Barton, that's impressive stuff, and so is that as well. A little spinning, reversing jam, that's good. But Aaron Gordon, he's bringing his A game, coming out with the cane, coming out dressed to the nines, and he's dunking to the tens between his legs. Just absolutely wonderful. He gets a 45. Yeah, a 45 on that dunk. So what do you got to do to get a 50 in this thing? Well, meet Zach LaVine. He comes out, lobs it up, catches it, goes behind his back, and jams it, and you think, well, nothing is going to top this dunk because it gets a 50, and it's out of this world, and you don't know that you've ever seen anybody do something like that before. Round one continues, though, and as you see Zach LaVine and the response to what Zach LaVine did, there's Tracy McGrady, who's had a dunk or two in his career. That is Andre Drummond off the soccer pass from Steve Nash. And Steve Nash, watch it again, it's a little bit of a rainbow here, and Andre Drummond able to get it and windmill it home, and that's nicely done, but that's not going to get you to advance because these two guys, Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, just put on a show for the ages. Catching it off the mascot's head, then going between his legs and stuffing that home. And you see Paul George's reaction. It's an amazing, amazing dunk, and it gets a 49. Then Zach LaVine catches the lob from Andre Miller, dunks it from just inside the free throw line. He gets a 49. Who gives him one less than 10? It's Shaq. Shaq doesn't give him a 10, so it's a 49. Now we go to the championship round. Aaron Gordon using the Magic mascot again, and the mascot spinning on a hoverboard, and Aaron Gordon times this thing flat perfectly. And if anybody gave him a 9 on this one, they'd be kicked out of the arena, kicked out of the country. Aaron Gordon, just a beautiful catch, cuff, a little Karl Malone tribute in there as well as he spins and stuffs that one home. And of course it gets a 50. So the pressure's sort of on the defending champ, Zach LaVine, and there's no pressure for him. How about that? Bounces it off the floor, sort of similar to what Aaron Gordon just did, spinning, cuffing, catching, but then this may have been the dunk of the night. Aaron Gordon takes it off, stuffed the Magic Dragon's head, goes under both of his legs, and stuffs it with his left hand. Watch it in slow motion. This will give you the true appreciation of what this man just executed. This will go down as one of the great dunks of all time. It got him a 50, of course. But Zach LaVine can jump from anywhere in the gym and throw it down. So he goes from right at the free throw line on a windmill jam, and that matches it with a 50. And we're going to have to go into extra dunks just to get this thing done because these guys are going back and forth and throwing 50s at each other all night long. So in an extra dunk, Aaron Gordon, my word, Elfrid Payton throws it off the side of the basket, and Gordon dunks that one home, and it's absolutely wonderful. He gets a 50. How does Zach LaVine respond? Well, he takes it between his legs from behind the backboard and goes in reverse, and the players go wild because this is unbelievable as well. And he got what he should have gotten. A 50 on this one for Zach LaVine. So back and forth we go. Now Aaron Gordon going baseline and making a reverse dunk that is more amazing in instant replay because he puts it behind his head and then in front of his head, then between his legs, and then stuffs it home. But somehow, some way, he only gets a 47 on this, and people wanting to get home apparently. Zach LaVine now up trying to win this thing, goes from the free throw line again between his legs and stuffs this one home, and Zach LaVine manages to defend his title with a wonderful series of dunks on a dunk night that was just as good as any you will ever see. And there is Zach LaVine again from the free throw line between his legs, It gets a 50, and Zach LaVine goes back-to-back to defend his championship. Zach LaVine over Aaron Gordon. He is your 2016 NBA dunk champ.